Thank you so much for that. So that would mean I'm going to get my honorarium after this particular sermon. Thank you so much. Amen. Amen. Let's be seated. Father, we say thank you, Lord. We return all glory unto you. Father, we appreciate you. Father, we therefore come before you to learn from you this morning. Oh Lord, I hide behind the cross. Father, even as I say, I decrease today, that you increase in me, in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Father, everything that we shall hear today will not be voice of a man, but will be voice from heaven, in the mighty name of Lord Jesus. Father, I step aside for you to step in the mighty name of Lord Jesus. Father, I say thank you, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name, we are prayed. Today, I'm not here to talk to the adults. I'm here to talk to the younger ones. So if you are older people here, so you can as well just go home. So because I'm here to talk about the young generation like myself. So exactly. So and I want you to give them the mics because we're going to do this together. So hopefully I'm able to do it within 20 minutes. I've given 30 minutes because of the time. So can you, yeah. One, this picture, this is just like a radio now. Who knows this picture? Can someone voice that? Oh, okay. Let's say it out. I want from the younger guys.
Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Thank you. There, can we go to the next slide? So there are a lot of noise out there. There are a lot of things, distractions out there. Lot of things out there that are going to be challenging your life. There, sometimes if you go to YouTube, social media, even sometimes the other ones have even lost the track of different platforms that we have. Before you know, there's another one. I just put these pictures here for you to know there are a lot of noise, a lot of challenges, issues out there. So next one. But I will go to where I'm going next one. So apparently you are right. That is the picture. That's the full one, actually. And which shows that you guys are also kind of, yeah, you follow what is happening. So, but my topics here is this particular one. Next slide, please. You've missed in go up a bit. Yeah. An excellent youth in the first generation, in the 21st generation. This generation, there are a lot of issues. There are a lot of things that you are contending with. There are a lot of things that even when we are growing up, actually, so the only toys that you have is the bicycle and we spoke and you run around with your pants and you do thank you. So you do the 10 and then what happens is like you get exercise from there and you get everything. But yeah, there are a lot of things that are going to be contending with you. So but now in this era now, how do you measure performance? And in the line of my duties, there are a lot of ways you measure performance. Some people will call it KPIs, but I don't want to go to that instance right now. But coming to this level, right? So when you want to measure performance, you do A levels. You see some people, yeah, okay, they are good. The okay is better. English is best. But there's first stage of excellence, which I call outstanding. That's why you see some of your schools. They say they are outstanding schools. Some people say we are good schools, but some schools say we are outstanding schools. How many of you goes to outstanding schools? Thank you. Be proud. For instance, I didn't go to outstanding school. Actually, I used to tell my wife. Actually, I went to one of the poorest of the poorest of the poorest of the poorest school. That I was taught English with Yoruba. Is that funny? Yeah. So like they say, Aja is a dog. You know that. Exactly. Thank you. So, but there is outstanding. They are outstanding. So we know a lot of outstanding people. Let's go to the next one. So I want you to, if you have the mic also, if you know any outstanding people that you can actually, yeah, outstanding achievers. How many people do we know? Please. Barack Obama. Okay.
Usain Bolt.
Usain Bolt.
Donald Glover. Donald Glover.
Then Glover. Can you sure? Okay. All right, another person. Oprah. Okay. All right, let's go to the next slide. There are a few ones here. So now this is a question. Who can actually name all these ones? Want to try? Want to try? Let's. If you are bold enough, I can say from right to left. Come on.
I only know Ronaldo. That's it.
Okay. Someone knows Ronaldo.
Haaland, Benzema, De Bruyne, uh, Jorginho, Mbappe, Lewandowski, Ronaldo, Messi, Neymar, Kante, Salah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Say, all right. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. So all these guys are also outstanding achievers in their own field as well. So let's go to the next one. Right. How about these ones? Who wants to try? Let's hear from the amazing leaders. Hmm? Who wants to try? How many can you name? Actually, let's shout it out, please.
Moses.
Moses, okay. Let's shout it out from the emerging leaders, please. Samson, okay.
Jesus.
Jesus, Moses. Okay, on. Okay, now there are two people there that are a bit kind of, oh, it's not. Who's the woman? Okay. Who's the guy with the sword? Okay,
David.
all right. You are close. Let's see the next one. Next slide. Okay, her name is Ruth. So who's Ruth? Yeah, was a faithful daughter-in-law. Was a foreigner like myself, right? Yeah. So and she did wonderfully while she was there. So the next person that we didn't know, which I know that you will know very well, is this particular person, Joshua. Joshua won the battle of, thank you, Jericho. Yeah. So that's another person. Outstanding achievements, outstanding achievers in their own fields. Right. Let's go to the next one. So now, are we born with outstandings or do we need to attain it? That's a question for the emerging leaders. That's a question. So, like, we're going to do it together. So, what do you think? People are born with outstanding or they attain it? Please.
Both.
Someone said both. Someone said nature and nurture. So that also reminds me of the book that we are actually talking that we read before. It talks about environment, right? Environment that you're born in is very, very important. So we attain. Let's okay. No, before you go, let's raise your hand. If you think outstanding, you are born with outstanding. Let's raise your hand. No, okay. So you people are not born with outstanding. So it's like everybody is sitting on the fence. So if you think people are not born to be outstanding, let's raise our hands. You're born with it. So you're born with outstanding. You attain outstanding. Okay. So this is my viewpoint, right? Whether you are born with it or you are not born with it, you need to attain it. Some people think they are born with it. I actually put some slides. Later, I removed it, actually. You would think someone like John the Baptist, right? Angel was the one that pronounced their birth. But they still need to walk in the wilderness. Someone like Samson was born with that achievement. But what happened? They need to work it out. So you need to attain it. Even though if it runs in your gene, right, you need to attain it. There's a book that we also read. It says that what you lose in skills, you can gain in hard work. If you think someone is outstanding and you are not that outstanding, you can make that up by burning the night candles. That's very, very important. Let's go quickly because of my time. So, what are these guys that we should be known for? And the question is like, what are you known for? Every achiever or outstanding achiever will be known for something. I'm known to be in my own field, IT. And that's what I know. And also empowering people. What are you known for? Or what do you want to be known for? This is a very, very important question that you need to answer. And in this 21st century, there are different skills that you need to look into. You need to attain. Why? You need to think critically. This is very, very important. And communication is key. You need to know how to communicate. Right. Citizenship, that's one. And there, I just put these slides there so that you know it's gone beyond when we are growing up. You have to be a teacher, you have to be a doctor, nurse. There are different fields that's going up now. YouTuber is one field now. How many people want to be a YouTuber? It's a career. All right, we'll see. Quickly, please. Yeah. So the next stage is now stand out. What's the first one? First stage? Outstanding. Out of people that are outstanding, some people stood out. So if you are reaching outstanding, you can see push ahead to stand out. What does it mean to stand out? Let's go to the next one. It's to announce yourself. Pronounce yourself. Let them know that you are here. I'll be going fast now because of the time. So let's go through quickly. Next slide. Yeah. You don't need to stay in the shadow any longer. And good thing is like, for some of us, we already stood out. Right. Even by your color, you are standing out. Yeah. At my workplace, I was telling my wife, I said, I work with almost like 20 people reports to me. I'm the only black out of the 20 that reports to me. And among the leadership group, we went to Porto, right? And we are almost like 30 people in the leadership group. I'm the only black. The day I resumed work, the director actually told, he said, your team is now international. And I looked at later, international because I'm there now. So you need to stand out. One person that actually stood out was David. David was not meant to actually go to the war. He got there and he kind of stood out. So you need to be courageous when you are discouraged. Face your fear. In this time, there are a lot of things that you need to stand out for. For your faith, you need to stand out. Things will not, because right now you think everybody is doing it. Everybody is doing it. You want to join. No, you need to, at the point, you need to take your stand and stand out. It means you are above the outstanding people. You are now standing out. So another stage. If you find yourself in that situation that you need to stand out, know that this is a challenge. You just need to take it. Which means that you are one of the achievers. And let's go to the next one. Yeah. Then the third stage is standard. First stage is what? Second. And the third one is standard. What do I mean by standard? Out of people that stood out, there are some people that they use to measure the standard. When you look at them, you use them to measure excellence. And those are the people that you will talk about. I want to be like Barack Obama. I want to be like this particular person. I should go back. I actually added that picture because you think a cat. What do you think a cat want to be like? Dog. Or if you want to aspire more, tiger. Just a little tiger in my skin. Or like a lion in my skin. But that is the standard. Do you want to be the standard that they use to measure success in your school? To say, this is here. Anything that it says is gospel. That is the standard we should attain. And these guys are here also. Let's quickly, anyone that recognize them and say, okay, let's shout it out. Emerging leaders. Oprah Winfrey,
Bill Gates,
the Gates, Gandhi,
John F.
Jesus. Yeah. So all this when you talk about people, they said where I come from, they say you read book, right? And when you say you read book, they said you read Cambridge. That is the standard. And you want to compare you with Amsterdam. They say, oh, this guy is intelligent. It's like that. So that's where being a standard is very, very important. Unfortunately, you can't read all these guys. So maybe I'll send this particular slide to you. These are different. If you come to our level as well, there are different people here that already make strive. And some of them are blacks as well, young in this particular tenure. So, and this particular one, this particular one, you can see 29, and she's black as well, right? She's already kind of a founder of a capital company, and Nigeria American as well. And this another one, also over top AI researcher, they are now signing, right, open letter to support her work. These are people that are like you, and they are also thriving. And if you go, there are other people that have put in there, even below 30, that are giving Queen honor to. They've been giving Queen honor to. It can be you as well. And to be honest, it should be you. Just need to rise up to become the standard that they measure success. In your school, be the standard that you can use to measure success. And also, because what is happening, the noise that we are having right now, the law of noise that sometimes you would actually say, can I keep my faith and still be excellent? Can I keep my faith and still be excellent? Because a lot of things are happening. And beside you, your friend, there are a lot of things that you would want to talk about to the person. But no. But I'll now put these pictures as well. These are inspiring black British millennials that they are doing well in their fields as well. And they are not old people like your parents. They are young people that are doing very, very well in their fields. So some of them, like I said, are gospel singers. Some of them are YouTubers. Some of them are writers. Some of them are IT professionals. It should be you as well. So we need to strive for excellence. So let's go to just put their profiles anyway. So So now the question is like, what is the way to excellence? You might ask me. And this is a quote from Walt Disney. The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing right now. They say talk is cheap. Start doing something. This is time to start doing it. And also, because some people will be saying, this is church that there's no Bible passages. Sorry, I know one. I remember one and I put it there right now. So yeah, Proverbs 22:29 NIV. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings and not serve before officials of low rank. Where do you want to serve? Where do you want to serve? I want to serve with big guys. I want to dine with big guys, right? And I know you want to do that as well, right? I want to shake the king. I want to shake the queen. I want to, yeah. And I know you want to that. At age 18, someone is an MBE. And it could be you as well. Just get something doing. Your skill set, those things that you have passion for. Even as little as sending a little blog. It really, really counts. And some of the guys that I actually showed before are also into dancing, playing keyboards. Some of them are also sports. That skills that you've got in your hands, use it. Whatever your hand finds to do it with all your might. Do it with all your might. And now you need to navigate a plan. You need to navigate a path. For you to be able to do that, right, you need mentors. I cannot really overemphasize the need of mentorship. You need to look up to someone that can guide you. But what happens is like we look sideways. We look to friends, we look to people of your line. You need to look up. And here in this church, there are a lot of people here. Maybe you should start. Bro Femi, what do you do? Quickly. I'm gonna call people so that you know that your parents are not they're also doing well in their fields as well. I can tell you, I've told you right that I'm leading a team of like 20 people and also even a non-profit organization of over 2,000 people, right? Doing very well as well, right? And even investment company as well, right? Bro Femi, I'm gonna call you. Eda G, I'm gonna call you as well. Bro, as many people that want to talk to these guys, quickly 1 minute, to actually say, this is what I do, right? Let's get a mic quickly so that we can encourage them, because sometimes they see like there's no one at the top, right, to look up to, right? It's very, very important. Okay.
Thank you. I'm an IT project manager, a delivery manager, and a program manager. I lead programs. I lead teams of people. I also help organizations to deliver in an agile way as a coach as well.
Thank you so much for that. Okay, next person. Tommy, I will also call you. You need to talk, okay, as well. And I need another person as well. Bro Kola, where's he? He's in Sunday school. Can you call him, please? Yeah. And I need another person as well. So, Sister Buki, also you talk. We need to hear what you do. Okay. Quickly. We got a few minutes because my time is really up. Sister Kemi as well. Okay, Sister Kemi as well. And Deaconess. Oh, when you finish, you give to Deaconess, please. Because we need to know that there are a bunch of experienced guys here that when we go to work, they look at us, right? And then you need to know that this guy are also doing very well.
Yeah. So I'm a risk manager. So risk, financial risk. So within financial risk, you've got credit risk, market risk, traded market risk, non-traded market risk, etc. So I look after what you call interest rate risk in the banking book. I review what gets reported for the firm, and I have my team in Dublin, in India, Pune, and Chennai, and the US, Barclays Bank, Delaware. So of course, we are all over the place. But yeah, I sort of head the interest rate risk in the banking book team, risk team, in what you call the third line of defense. but let's not
Where do you
let's not
work?
complicate it. Barclays.
Okay.
Barclays Bank.
Let's Dickens, please.
So the background is nursing, and I work in the bowel cancer screening program, and is one of the screening programs that we have. We've got prostate, we've got bowel, we've got breast. So, and the age group that we screen is the adults between the age. We initially started with adults between the ages of 60 and 74 because the risk is high with those group of people. But now we are doing age extension to 50 because it's been discovered that a lot of people below 60 get bowel cancer. So that's what I do. We screen them, we assess them, and get them to have colonoscopy to look at their bowels.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much. So, Tommy, please.
So I work in production support at a hedge fund in Mayfair. So I work with a global team that basically they basically take care of all the major systems that they use worldwide, basically. So yeah, that's what I do.
Who has gone to Mayfair? Any of you? I think you need to actually, right? You need to go there. So that's where all these big things happen, Mayfair, actually. So you need to be that. We need to take our children to different places to see life is very, very important. So, and also internships, even that for even children as well. This is very important. So yeah, because of my time, I'll just call on Kuke last actually. So Mr. Buki, what do you do? So then also Brocola Moba, quickly.
I knew you were going to call me. I work in the healthcare sector. Currently, I'm a student in my final year studying nursing. And in nursing, there is a lot of branches you can move. You don't have to be like a general nurse. You can move to a specialist. You can be a clinical nurse, work in the GP surgery. You could also be like a lecturer in the future if you want to. You just have to go and upskill your skill a little bit. And apart from that, I'm into beauty product too. I sell beauty product. I sell stuff too. So yeah, there's so much you could do. You just believe in your talents, you could.
Thank you so much. I actually wanted to talk about the last part. She says stuffs as well. Go to her status, you see a lot of stuffs that she's selling. So it's also very important if you have this particular skill set here. Procola, please, last.
Yeah, thank you. My name is Carla Moba. I am a businessman and in the engineering sector of gas and energy. And basically, I choose to go into that field because I felt it's a better way to, as a businessman, you make profit. So you're not collecting any salary from anybody and you are able to manage your time effectively well and do a lot of things for yourself. And in going into that field, I realized that a lot of opportunities that comes with that with that kind of profession, and so going into it is very rewarding, and also it makes you to be more efficient and to be very practical in the things that you do, and in that way you are helping a lot of people, and also you're making a lot of money for yourself, and you are also able to mentor young people that are coming through on how to go into areas of great opportunities for themselves and also create wealth even for themselves at a very tender or younger age. And this has been very useful to a lot of people. And apart from the job that I do some mentoring too for some young people because I have a colleague that works in the social housing. And once in a while, I do go there to talk to young people, that have lost their ways. They are in hostels. They are confused about what to do. And these are professions that they can easily get into, going through their apprenticeship as a young person, which is well funded by the government anyway. So these are all the things that I do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Brokola. Thank you so much. So you can see the law of code, to be honest. You can see here you got different people that have got our own that have owned their own company by themselves, or people that are working and as well. So aspire to be what you can be. And also talk to different people in this church. You got wealth of resources to look into, actually. And one thing that I also say is like you need to get trusted bodies. This is very, very important. Who you talk to, let it be trustworthy people, God-fearing people as well. So next slide, please. This is this is where I'm going to leave you. This is wrong. Walk with the wise and become wise. And he said, I'll associate with fool, and then you get in trouble. You will not get in trouble in Jesus' mighty name. So if you don't want to get into trouble, what do you need to do? Walk with the wise. And don't associate with the fool. And I pray that God will help in Jesus' mighty name. Let's do a quick recap. What did I say about the steps? The steps to outstanding. What first stage? Outstanding. Second stage. And